you in a bit. Morning. Guess what? We're going to get a sunrise. Look at this sky. Pure blue. And check this out. How bloody amazing is that? So, we slept in the van last night. No heating. Woke up this morning, the inside of the windows are frozen. We took an extra quilt, which was a really good call. Otherwise, I'd be frozen solid. So yeah, that was a lesson well learnt. Extra quilt when you're going camping. I'm going to head down to the lake, or the river that I was on last night. This is awesome. Okay. You're going to have to put up with me bumbling this morning because I haven't had a cup of tea yet. I brought my flask with me. As you all know, I've been out quite a few times. Oh, look at the water, it's perfectly still. Sorry. This is wicked. The reflections in the lake, in the water, you've got all the mountains. I'm expecting to see a couple of photographers down here, to be honest. Just got some little tiny wispy clouds appearing at the top of the mountains, which is perfect. And the moon, which I don't know if it's going to spoil it, but the moon's above the mountains, which is just so amazing. So when that sun rises over there and puts a bit of light on the top of these, starts to kiss the crest of the mountain. I've got my Wellingtons on tonight. Look at the reflection in this. Are you ready for this? How utterly amazing is that? Oh wow. Right, I'm going to shut up for a minute. I'm going to turn you off and I'm going to set my camera up because I don't want to miss this. This is fantastic. Right, I'll be back with you in 2 minutes. We're set up now. You see the cameras here pointing out across the water. Got the moon, got a little rock over here. We've got some wispy bits of grass in the bottom there. This is amazing. We've got another photographer up on the road behind me. We're just waiting now for the light to catch the tops of the mountains. Composition-wise, if I put my live view on, composition-wise, I've got that little tree over in the right-hand side, just holding in the edge of the image. The moon's pretty much central, and I've just got the lake leading you in both sides. There's no clouds, there's no detail in the sky, so it's going to be quite a plain sky, but I'm hoping it's all going to be about the tops of those mountains, and you can just see a line across the top of the one on the right. Obviously where it's the shape of it is just picking up the light before the others. There's some wispy clouds appearing up over there. I'm going to take an image now, and then I'll take one as the sun rises. So I'm looking at my histogram. So I'm slightly off the right hand side, so more weighted over towards the left, which is giving me a little bit of detail in the bright parts. And I'm now going to change the shutter speed, still leaving it on f11 ISO 100, and I'm going to take it so we're now clipping the highlights and just pulling the blacks away from the left hand side of the histogram. That should give me the detail in the dark areas. So that's those two images. I'm now just going to switch it off. Grad out, maybe put a grad on it, just see if I can get one shot in one. I love the way the clouds are starting to appear on the top, that's awesome. And then while I wait, I'll pull out my trusty little friend here and stand and watch and get myself a brew. This is just fantastic. Cheers. Back again. The sun's risen. Check that out. How absolutely fantastic is that? Absolutely beautiful, dead peaceful, dead calm, beautiful reflection. I've been bracketing my images 1 over 1 under, just so I can keep all the detail in the shadow areas, and the highlights are quite hard, so I don't want them clipping out. I've been shooting on f10, give me a bit of depth in the image. I've just flicked over and put me wide angle on, just because I was trying to get the edges of this water in, but it didn't work. It just sent the mountains even further back in the distance. I've also done a panoramic, tilted my camera up into a vertical position, and shot 3 stitch images all the way across the image, and I'm going to stick them all together in post and show you that image right now. Check that out. The lights come up really fast. I don't know what it's like behind me. Yeah, the sun's up, you can probably see it just the other side of the bridge here. The sun's up now, so that's as good as it's going to get. The light's just going to drop down and get brighter and brighter and brighter. Our friendly photographer here that was up on the bridge, Niel. Hi Niel. He's come down. I talked him down. He didn't have waterproof boots, but I give him the confidence to come down here and brave it. And he's smiling, so he's an happy man. But yeah, this is fantastic. It really is nice. So I'm going to switch my camera off now, and I'm going to go over that side because the river runs out from underneath the bridge. So I'm going to see if I can get a bit of the light and the leading line leading up with some rocks in it before the light gets too harsh. The fact the moon's in it as well is I think that just finishes it off really nicely. And these little wispy clouds, I don't know if you can see it on the GoPro, but the clouds over there, they're amazing. All little pinks and colours like that. So yeah, nice and soft, cracking image. If this is how the rest of Glencoe is going to fare for me today, I'm going to be a well happy man. So right, catch you in a bit. Bye. I'm back. I'm having a sit down. I've just run all the way around, well, walked all the way around from the other side of the river. It's not far, it's only a couple of seconds around there, but I've got all my gear on. I've got 2 coats on to try and keep myself warm, and yeah, it's keeping me warm. I'm sweating now. So I'm having my coffee. My hands are quite cold, even in my gloves have gone quite cold, but then it was -5. So yeah, the sun's up now. Still low light, and the reflections in the water are just, I don't know, I've got no words, they're just amazing. Alright, today I'm going down to Black Rock Cottage. I'm going to try and get an image down there. excuse me while I have my breakfast. Yeah, down to Black Rock Cottage, and there's a waterfall down there as well, classic waterfall. I'm going to go and get a shot of that while there's some snow on the top. Other than that, I've not got any other plans for today. We're stopping in Glencoe again tonight, so I'll find a parking space later on, let you know where we're parking and what we're doing. I'll take you with me today and let you know what I'm getting up to, if that's all right. So yeah, don't switch off just yet, we haven't finished yet. This is sunrise. We've done the early morning, 6 o'clock start. Seen the sun come up, seen the moon go down, which is pretty cool. And yeah, looking favourable for a right nice day, as long as we get some cloud in the sky. You all know I don't like pure blue skies, and at the moment there isn't a single cloud to be had anywhere, but the forecast has given more, and I think it's given snow over the next few days, so yeah, expect this one to be interesting. So I'm going to have my breakfast, and I'll take you back to the van in a bit, and we'll head off and try and find somewhere to park. So till then, chocolate croissant it is. See you in a bit. Back. Well, I'm at the classic, the Black Rock, or whatever the name of the mountain is. I'll put the name up for you. Yeah, I know this is the Black Rock mountain. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's black, and you've got Black Rock Cottage in the background. Classic waterfall, classic tree. This shot's been shot a million times. I've got a pure blue sky, which really wasn't what I was expecting today. There's not a lot of water. I was expecting there to be a lot more water as well, considering the snow they've had up here. But I know it can change within a matter of minutes and hours when you start to get a thaw and things like that. So I'll quickly talk you through what we've got set up. The classic shot, I'm stood in a bog, as you can see here. It's not very nice, but got the wellies on. I'm perched on the edge of the rocks. We've set it up with the mountain bang in the middle. And the two trees just framing it either side with the waterfalls coming down. Now my shadow is in it, so I might have to do a little bit of cloning just to get rid of my shadow. There's not a lot I can do, the sun's directly behind me. I'm not sure how this image is going to turn out. Settings wise, we've got f13, ISO 100 as normal on the tripod, and 60th of a second. I'll probably bracket it. I'll probably go one over and one under, or at least two over maybe, just to get the dark shadows that are really quite dark because of the sun. That's down the bottom here. I'm going to take it with this. I've got a polarizer on as well, which is making the sky really, really deep blue. I'll take it, and then I'm going to put in the little stopper, or the 6-stop IRND I've got, and just to slow the water down a little bit. Yeah, I think it'll be quite nice. Very much a classic, but a shot, and nevertheless it has to be taken. Place fantastic. We've got snow up there where the skiers are. I'm now stood 360-degree views. I'm now stood in the middle of what must be known as a river. Climbed over the rocks quite carefully, and stood down here now by the river. This is mental. I love this. Can't get a photograph, to be honest. The tree's just in the wrong place there. If the tree wasn't there, this would be great. But the tree's just too dominant. and even with a wide angle lens it just overpower that mountain being blocked, so I can't take an image here. Just gonna take this in for a sec. Fantastic. Right, we need to find a composition, and these red rocks are looking favourable. So I'm gonna climb back up, if I can get back up onto this rock. I came down this one, but I don't know whether I can get back up it. No, I can't. So I'm gonna have to try and walk round and be very careful what I'm stepping on, because these ones are a bit slippier. Up we go. Right, we're up. So yeah, just make my way back across the level stuff. And as you see here, if I turn you around, now, this is what I'm kind of looking at. The river and just that dominating mountain. Pure blue sky, which we can turn to black. I think it looked pretty awesome, but in all fairness, the blue, the white bits in the black, and these little red rocks pop out those colours a little bit. That might just work as well. So I'm just gonna, there's a little bit of frozen water there, dead still. So I'm gonna set up for a composition. If I don't talk you through the image, I'll come back to you and talk you through the next one. But I'll set up for this, get an image, and then I might move around over there and switch you back on. Catch you in a bit. Come with me. I've left my camera down here, but you've got to come and have a look at this image I've got now. Come right down on the riverbed and stoop right down. This is all frozen, and in the frozen water you can see the reflection. So I'm going to pop you down there. Bear with me while I level you off. Right, got the camera right down low, and I've got the polarizer on. And I think this is absolutely stunning. I've composed it so the rock's dead centre, or the mountain's dead centre. You've got a bit of reflection in the water, in the frozen water, and you've got frozen lines on it. And there's a boulder there, and you've got this little bit of shoreline leading you in. Really, really, really nice. F8, F9, let's go F10 again, bit of depth. And while I'm here, I've got to get myself a selfie. So I'm going to focus on this foreground rock. On that foreground rock. I'll put my 10-second timer on. And I've got myself on the rock. One selfie done. Absolutely cracking little photograph. Very pleased with that. Brilliant. Catch you in a bit. a look at that. And if I can get across it, I'm going across it. Epic.